Advanced communication. In this video, direct or indirect, and what are the communication styles? Direct or indirect? Well, you may already know about body language or physiology, and you may also have noticed that some people want to give you their life story and want to know yours, almost, before getting around to buying something, when others respond better to just the facts. Here's how you can get into step with them and improve your connection and rapport and everything that goes with that. Watch their facial expressions. Are they animated or controlled? Do they move their arms and body a lot, or do they move in a controlled, minimalistic way? Do they share their personal feelings or not? The first options listed in each group tend to indicate people who want to get to know and trust you before doing business. Take it easy, share some personal details, especially if you can figure out some things you have in common, then move on to the sale. The second options in each group tend to indicate people who just want you to tell them what they want to know, pay for it and leave. So go straight to the facts, answer their questions, and let them buy from you as soon as possible. Sales style. Now, for some it may be a surprise, but not everybody responds well to pushy salespeople, where others prefer a fast-paced transaction. Getting at a step with your customer means adjusting your style, and here's how to identify their preference. Did they introduce themselves with a soft handshake or a firm handshake? Do they maintain intermittent eye contact or steady eye contact? Do they make tentative statements, so, I think that might be suitable, or emphatic statements, that will look great? The first options tend to indicate someone who prefers a slower pace and who doesn't want to be ordered around. So ask for the sale, don't command it, and allow them to think they are controlling the conversation. The second options tend to indicate someone who prefers direct and succinct information. To communicate with them, you need to make firm statements of fact, not suggestions. You can understand that, can't you? Now, communication style. We've spoken a couple of times about different communication styles, and that's because there are 4 basic different communication styles. Now, using a style that is not the same as the person you are talking to will just confuse them. And when you see what the different styles are, you'll understand why that happens. The styles. First one prefers dot point communications. Just give me the basics, I can fill in the blanks myself. Next prefers to get out and have fun doing instead of continuing to talk about it. Well, hey, we already decided what we want to do. Why are we still talking? The next prefers full context and the backstory before getting to the current situation. Without context, how can I know what we're talking about? I need to know everything that you know. And the last doesn't really want to talk about it at all because, well, they think they already know the outcome. We don't need to discuss this. I already know what to do and how to do it. So there's not a lot of overlap there. No wonder we confuse each other from time to time. How you identify the styles? Well, there are ways to identify the likely communication style immediately you meet someone, but that information is outside the scope of the short video series. Use the Contact Us form if you want to know more about that. But as always, the answer is to observe closely now that you know what to look for. How do they talk to you? Which pattern do they match? Practice by listening to your friends. Do some have different patterns to others, or are they all the same? What about the people you work with? Well, I have to say, eavesdropping on people you don't know is at least impolite. But if you happen to hear strangers talk, then what style do they employ? Once you have identified the style that others use, try to rephrase your message into that way of talking. So deliver just the base information, as a list of points. Think of how the military do it in all those films. Emphasise the fun associated with your offer, add some context and then continue with the current topic, or go straight to talking about the outcome. Here are some examples. This TV can be seen from space, it's the highest definition currently available, and it has the best colour reproduction. Imagine how much fun it will be to watch your favourite movies on this. Low quality reproduction can harm children's eyes. This one has the highest definition on the market today. Higher quality reproduction reduces eye strain. And a quick reminder, you know what message you want to deliver. You can either translate it into their way of communicating and know they understand, or say it your way and hope they translate it accurately. It can take time to fully implement the content of these videos, but if you persevere, you will see the benefits in your connection with your chosen market, the resultant sales, your profits, or the difference you've made, and your lifestyle. Good luck. I'll see you in the next set of videos.